Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Prison School Uncensored Episode 2. Obviously I'm going to be doing the uncensored version for all the episodes, because they would download them all. And, I would have gotten High School of the Dead Episode 9 up for you guys, but the website's just being... cue its name, is being a bitch right now. I assume it's because everybody is just using it, and it's just running so freaking slow, and that's why it's having a hard time processing the videos. I assume. That's the only thing I can think of. Because the website's usually a lot more reliable than this, but since the whole thing started with the pandemic and people staying home more, it makes sense. Hopefully, once things get back to sort of normal and people can go back to work, it'll take some pressure off of the website. Until then, we'll just have to deal with it. So if any of my videos on BitChute do not work, give it a while and then check back because it's probably just running slow. Anyway, this episode. Oh my god. This show might be a comedy, but essentially it is just, a big fat torture porn anime, essentially, if somebody wants to get technical about it. Anyway, Kiyoshi's still trying to figure out how in the heck he's going to be able to sneak off for the sumo thing with Chiyu. Let's see, what were his options? He thought he was going to get some hours off on Saturday and Sunday as long as they were the good workers and they did their jobs. Because apparently the chairman, or the principal, I should say, the underground councilman president's father was told her that they were supposed to get Saturday and Sundays off. But no, apparently peeping is a crime. And good freaking god, they are doing what boys essentially do when it comes to being around a ton of girls that usually aren't around guys. So many girls, they're bound to try and peep at least once. I would have, to be completely honest, do you guys think that they should have received a warning? And if they did it again, then as more severe punishment? What do you guys think about that? Because, I don't know. I do think it was harsh. And, yeah, apparently they're supposed to be getting the weekend off. And she went against her father and told them that only the good workers would get 3 hours off. And, you know, they try and do the good job so they can get the hours off. Not long after that sentence is told, they are told that they aren't doing a good enough job, and thus they don't get the extra hours. Which now Kiyoshi isn't able to do anything until he decides, he looks at the ants and how they're going through a tunnel. He gets the idea to tunnel his way through the wall and out to freedom so he can go and watch the thing with Chiyu. If he gets caught afterwards, he'll probably think it's worth it, to be completely honest with you. And yeah, I can kind of understand that. Anyway, yeah, Hana starts acting really weird around Kiyoshi, and Chiyu tries to throw a note to Kiyoshi, and, you know, obviously he doesn't get it, but he sees the note she wrote that she's holding for him to see, and he gets the idea to, you know, tunnel through the refuge shack while he's dumping out trash. Bad thing? Oh, technically not a bad thing. It seems bad at first. Takahito, the one with the glasses and the long hair, he finds the note that she had originally thrown down to him and he never picked up. So he knows what Kiyoshi is up to. And at first, Kiyoshi thought that the guy was going to rat him out or something. No, we actually find out that he is actually on board with this plan. He wants to help the guy get out so he can go to his thing. In exchange for getting 3 different figurines for him while he's out, because he obviously can't go out and get it. And apparently they're only given out once every 4 years. Anyway, we actually find out why Hana's acting weird. Since Kiyoshi ended up watching her pee by accident. Obviously by accident. He didn't mean to see it. I'm sure if he had a choice in the matter, he wouldn't have seen it. Since he saw her peeing, she thinks it's only fair that she gets to watch him pee. That is so weird. If I were her, I would have just had him do more work for her to make it even between them. Or make him do something, embarrassing to make it even between them. That's what I would have done if it was me. But that's obviously a more reasonable and logical reasoning than what she picked out. And the way she is handling this at this point, because the way she wants to, like I said, watch him pee, she tries to squat down so she can see, because apparently he got that close to her when he fell. I was thinking, oh, this looks so suggestive. Because if the vice president walked over and saw this, it would look like she's giving him a blowjob, essentially. And if she kind of realized this, if that happened, she would probably say, oh, he was forcing me to do it. He blackmailed me, blah, 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 blah. That probably would be what happened. Thankfully, that did not happen. And Takahito told him, yes, I know what you're planning, and I want to help. So they come up with a plan. And they try to get the hole big enough so he could squeeze through. And they try to come up with a plan to, get themselves closer to over the refuse shed. The refuse shed, or to have a reason to be over there, and they destroy the shed. Well, Hana kind of does that when she kicks them into it, but anyway, she ends up sitting there, wanting him to pee, and obviously he has not told any of the others what happened. She doesn't believe him, but he can't exactly tell him why she's acting the way she is without revealing what happened. So he can't tell him, hey, I can't go pee, leave me alone. So, Takahito thinks that he can, that he has her figured out, that she is a fan of history, and that he can, bond with her over their shared love of history. That obviously didn't go the way he thought, and I knew it wouldn't go that way because it was just too easy. It was too easy for it to go that way. I knew it wouldn't go that way. She obviously, she sucker punches him in the gut because of that. And, Kiyoshi tries to elude her and runs into the washroom, and she jumps into the same stall as him. And, it looks very, rapey at this point. But she ends up slipping, stepping on, his pants and pulls them down when she steps on them and falls, revealing himself to her, and he just can't hold it in at this point, so he ends up peeing all over her. Lucky for him, though, when the vice president hears her scream, she runs in. He had gotten away into another stall and was able to hightail it out of there without getting caught. And obviously, Hana wouldn't say what happened, because how would you explain away why you were in the same stall as him if he was trying to go to the bathroom? without implicating yourself in the process. How would you even go about doing that? So she knew that she just had to say, oh, I had an accident, I fell and landed in the toilet or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, Kyoshi's in the clear for the moment. Because now Hana's not watching them because, she isn't feeling well. So now, yeah, and also I don't think I mentioned this, but the principal, chairman, whatever you want to call him, he's got a thing for wanting to look at pictures of women's booties. Don't ask me. All men have some kind of taste in women. Some like to look at, women in person. Some people like to watch porn. Some people like to look at pictures. At least he isn't peeping on women. And yet his daughter thinks he's a hypocrite. I mean, you can't expect him to not have any kind of perverse tendencies. He's a man. He's gonna have something. Even if he tries to hide it. Which he does. He tries to hide it by burying the pictures. But that's for another episode. So, yeah, this show is very suggestive. And very, more inclined to a male viewership, to be completely honest with you. I don't know how many women besides myself watch this show, but, yeah. Anyway, I'll get to work on editing this, and I will see everybody next time.